6 years ago, Ellis Hammond's entire mission changed. He was a full-time college pastor with vision and passion, but broke. Now a full-time real estate entrepreneur, Ellis is the founder of Kingdom Real Estate Investors, the #1 community for faith-driven leaders impacting the world through real estate investing. If you're a kingdom-minded real estate investor or entrepreneur seeking to advance God's kingdom outside the church walls, welcome to the Kingdom REI podcast, where Ellis interviews Christian entrepreneurs and investors focused on advancing God's kingdom through real estate investing. Enjoy the show.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Kingdom Real Estate Investing Podcast. Your host here, Ellis Hammond, with co-host, man of many few wise words. That doesn't make sense, does it, Cameron? But I'm so grateful to have on my co-host, Cameron Roy. What's up, brother?
Well, I'm honored that you would say I'm a man of many few wise words. I'm going to put that on my shirt, man of many few wise words. So I'm great now, buddy. I appreciate that.
So excited for a lot of things we have going on inside of our community right now. We just launched, this program called the Accelerator, where we are helping some folks for the first time actually kind of accelerate into commercial real estate. So maybe some of you who've seen us talking about that, we have 15 people over the next 12 weeks. We're going to help break into their first commercial real estate deal. So it's been cool. I was just showing you that email before this of, a teacher. She's been a teacher for 25 years and, kind of looking for what she's going to do in this next stage of life. And I just got her email that, she's sending to her investor base or her power base of why she likes multifamily and introducing people to multifamily syndication. So it's been a real highlight.
It was a great email.
How about you? Anything to update us on in your world? You told me about your duplexes.
Man, I'm trying to buy some duplexes out in West Texas. We'll see if it goes through for $0 down, about a $1.5 over $1 million project. So that's fun. Continuing to grow our build to rent fund. We've got some sweet projects and developing some opportunity zone land out in Durango, Colorado right now. So
Amazing.
lots of irons in the fire.
And tell folks real quick where to go for we never really give you a chance to shout out Common Good Fund.
Yeah, the commongoodfund.com or LinkedIn. Find me there. That's the place where I'm going to respond if we don't know each other is LinkedIn. Shoot me a message. Happy to connect.
So cool.
It's not about me, bro. Quit doing that.
I know. But I like, this. People love listening to you, man. I get a lot of feedback from, oh man, this Cameron, let him talk more. I'm like, it's not like I'm trying to hold the mic here. So look, guys, I'm really pumped for today. I always feel like we just find the best, most engaging guests to come on this show to help you as a business owner and all that you're doing. And so today, really excited to have a very prophetic woman, but also a woman who is really great at helping business owners share their message, tell their story. And one of the places that she's found success herself and her clients is TikTok. So I'm actually really excited to get into this conversation today because I'm kind of a skeptic, but I keep hearing and people talk about TikTok. And I'm just curious, is TikTok for real estate investors? So that's what we're going to talk about today. So without further ado, let me introduce Keenya Kelly to you. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm excited to share and turn you into a believer.
Wow.
Like that's definitely, you ain't got to worry about that. We are definitely believers, but believers in TikTok is another thing.
Right.
So here's what I'm gonna do. Let me just pray for us real quick, as we always do to kind of get into the show, and we'll jump in. Father in heaven, thank you so much for bringing us together with Keenya. I'm so excited just to hear from her, to meet her, even just pre-show, and the fun and the joy and knowing that she's here in San Diego. What a blessing, what a gift. And pray that you would use this time, this connection to further your kingdom, to bless our listeners and to advance our message, Lord, that you may be honored and that people may be helped. Pray that in Christ's name. Amen.
Amen.
So I got a quick ad real quick. So any single Christian man what's a minimum income, Keenya, for that we need to we also put in advertising? You need to be making at least $200,000 a year. You need to be accredited. So in our world, it's accredited investor.
Yeah.
$200,000 or $1 million net worth. This show is brought to you by Christian Singles Connect, and we want you to know that we have So we were talking pre-show, guys, just so you know, Keenya is single, and we wanted to make sure that we put that up first. And she that is sponsored by her, so that's not uncomfortable.
By
But
me, not
if you
Bumble, but
like
by
what you
Keenya.
hear, if you like what you hear today, she does more than TikTok, right?
Yes. Yeah. And I told him pre-show, I was like, he don't have to be black. He just got like black girls. Holla at your girl.
Amen.
Oh man,
Yeah,
this is gonna be a fun show, guys. Like, I am very much entertained by this beautiful lady, and I know you will be too. And so I want to hear more about your story. You know, one of the things I saw on your Instagram as I was going through was, you know, you talked about, you speak on a lot of stages to business owners, and that that you find one of the ways that you listen and hear from God is before you go on stage, and the way you get to do that. And so I'd love to kind of understand that a little bit more, like ways in which you have found to really minister to people and to partner with God, even through, you know, your business.
Yeah. So one of the things about like outside of like before the stages is like, it's really important that like I learned over the years that my relationship with God is the most important, that I can like preach, pray, prophesy or whatever. But if him and I don't have a relationship, then whatever I'm saying is just me saying something. It may not actually be him saying anything. So I take the first part of the day where I feed my cats, and then like I spend time with God, and I literally talk to him like he is my best friend. Like I went through a divorce a few years ago, and during that process, he became like my only friend in a sense, you know, and I realized I'm like, oh, he can really handle all of me, the happy me, the upset me, the 5-year-old me. And so when I realized that, now every time we talk about everything, I ask him every single thing you could possibly think of that you were like, you asked Jesus about that, I do that. And so by the time I get on stages, there's already me. And like, I've started developing like the ways that I hear him, whether that's through dreams or impressions or heat, wind, or whatever. So if I'm on stage and I'm talking, I can feel when the Holy Spirit is saying something. And so sometimes I'm talking and I'm like, now is not a good time. Do you know how many people are in this room? I cannot say this right now. And he's like a nuisance in a sense. And he just keeps tapping. And if I'm on stage, I just go, and I'll just like, a thing will come out, and you'll see like a pop from somebody who's just like, and I go, oh, it just hit somebody. And then usually what happens is when I get off stage, it's like way more people than I thought that had a connection to the thing that I said. And I don't always say, thus saith the Lord, because it's typically a business conference. But I throw Jesus in there all the time in like these little creative, sneaky ways. And the people find me, the Christians find me and go, I heard you. I heard that. And then the non are just like, that just got my heart. And I'm like, oh, it's awesome. You know?
Yeah. So do you find yourself, like, I heard you mention this before, you know, being on the Kingdom Real Estate Investor Show, like you kind of like you get to bring both worlds together. Do you find that as you've grown your platform, that is something you feel like you have to kind of keep separate, or how have you dealt with that, of like bringing your faith onto a platform like TikTok, for example, and growing your personal brand?
Yeah. So when I started building my personal brand back in 2015, I was like, there was no framework of ways to not to be or not to be. So I was already the Jesus person. So I was teaching people how to build their brands online through Facebook Live. And then on Sundays, I was doing a show called You, Me, and Jesus, and on the same platform. So it was like, everybody got to know, oh, she teaches us business, and she's also Jesus. And so it became a thing of like, I just didn't hide it. Yeah. And so like the only time that I have these like moments of like, what do I say? Not is when I'm on somebody's podcast and they're they're interviewing me and I'm like, I don't really know what to say or not to say, but I've learned how to craft it to where I'm going to say it no matter who you are. Right. Because people always say, how did you get on TikTok? And I got on TikTok because I heard God say, get on TikTok. And so I say, I was like praying, asking Jesus, what do I do for my business during COVID? And I heard Jesus say, get on TikTok. And then I say, it was the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I always say that phrase because that like takes the defense off of whoever's interviewing me. That way it doesn't have to feel so religious. And they're always like, what? You heard God say what? And it always just kind of like brings it in. So I've learned because I'm a salesperson too. So I've learned how to like sell Jesus in a way that is non-offensive, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. All right, so you heard God say get on TikTok. I mean, even as a Christian, I'm like, that sounds weird. So can you tell me about this?
Yes. So again, I talked to him about everything. And so when we all knew it as coronavirus, I was like, I've never gone through a recession as a full-time entrepreneur. And so I was just like, oh my God, like, what am I going to do? And so I just started praying, like, God, what is it you want me to do for my business? And I've heard him tell me get onto TikTok. And I was just like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, like literally. And because nobody was talking about TikTok. I didn't know that Gary Vee was talking about TikTok. I literally had only known about it because my friend Shalene Johnson had done this challenge called the Baby Shark Challenge in 2018. So that was my only connection to the platform. So I downloaded it and I started doing like little dances along with everybody else. And eventually, like a couple months into it, I had a video go viral. And then that's when it hit. This is it. And he goes, yeah. And I need you to focus here for your business because something is going to happen with this platform and it's going to be you. So you just double down, get focused and go all in. And so that's what I did. In 2020, we stopped doing brand design and went full speed into business coaching and TikTok marketing.
Wow. So talk to me about the results, not just for you, but for your clients on TikTok.
For sure. So of course we've gained like 400,000 followers and I have a second account that's growing really fast. But I've helped like one of my clients, she teaches moms how to like, make money and become millionaires. And she's gained over 100,000 free leads to her email list. Now we know as business owners that when you run ads, we're looking for lead generation and we pay all this money for leads. And so if she only spent $1, per person on Facebook, she would have spent over $100,000 to get 100,000 leads. Right. Well, on TikTok, she's teaching moms. So it's not like she's got some 19-year-old or 18-year-old, 13-year-old on her email list. These are moms that want to learn how to make money from home. And so 100,000 people joined her email list. And I think she made one of the months, she made $45,000 alone just from TikTok in her business. Another one of my clients, she wasn't a believer at all. She joined I had this thing called a 3-day challenge. She joined it and she did one thing I said. That video went viral, $20,000 in 7 days. Last year, she's made $1 million alone from TikTok.
And when you say from TikTok, meaning like folks coming to an email list and selling them a product,
yep.
The leads that she's earned from TikTok.
Yep. We all have tracking. We all have the links of like, this came from Facebook, this came from this, and like, we know it came from TikTok.
What was your video that went viral?
So my video that went viral was actually it wasn't business, it was a white girl had gone to a black church for the very first time and she was imitating what she experienced at a black church. And it was so funny that I did a reaction to the video and the comment section was 99.9% positive. And everybody was just like, is that really happening at a black church? And people started commenting on like these black grandmas that like have loved on that, like white people were saying, I had these black grandmas and she was so this and so that. It was just so positive and it went viral. And so it wasn't a business one, but that was the moment I decided double down on business.
That's awesome.
I'm going to check that out later. That's hilarious.
It's really old. I've been there for 3 years. You can't find it. It's like way down my feed.
There's another one right here. First viral TikTok ever, black TikTok community. And then how every black person watched this video. You have 11.5 million views on this.
My video?
That's you right here, isn't it? It looks like.
I don't know.
Wow, you got 11.5 million leads. Good for you.
You know that? Like, let me show you this video sitting right here. So I just Google searched you, right? And so this is the first thing that comes up. What is that?
Whoa.
Oh my God, that is crazy. I didn't know.
That?
Oh, wow. So that was one of the most. So this was a guy, I think he's in Russia and he's a hairstylist. And so he puts on this wig and like, it's like a braided wig. And I'm like, why is he doing this? Like, I thought he was going to make fun of black people. So I just was kind of like doing a reaction to him. And the more and more it went, he turned this whole braid thing into like the most masterpiece wig. And my reaction was like, oh my God. And of course it went crazy viral.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
11.5 million. So, all right. So let's talk about this. So the how to go viral, now you're teaching some different people. But I think this is kind of what people are asking, like, especially in our community. Okay. So like, cool. Like this goes viral. This person, you doing a reaction to this white guy with a wig, but how is that helpful? Like talk about your strategy. Like you said, you want to make us a believer. I think, people want to grow their business. I mean, I think it's fun to like have 11.5 million views. I mean, that's kind of crazy and fun, but like, we're here to grow our business, right? And we only have so much time. So kind of talk about your strategy and how you feel like you balance that between fun and business and what you're doing there.
For sure. So when I first got started on TikTok, I had no idea what I was doing as it pertains to like being strategic with my content around my business. And so, but the sales part of me said, if the funny stuff is what's going viral, then I'm going to do some of these things and I'm going to sandwich it. So meaning that this video would be fun and Keenya doing Keenya and this one too. And then the middle one would be me teaching business.
Yeah.
And so I started doing that and I knew how to get some of these funny videos to go viral because it's not about going viral or in general. It's just about reaching your audience. But I said, but if I have potential of going viral with some of these videos, I'm just going to sandwich it. And so then what happened was that these two videos going viral and it brings attention to this one, which is the main reason people are here. And so when people came into that video, those people that was my target audience started following the account, started DMing, started like opting into my email list. And that's what started to grow into like my strategies for like, my business. But now today in 2023, like more like 9 times out of 10, you're not going to see that much fun stuff like that on my account anymore. Those are pretty old. You're just going to see me actually just teaching and focusing on my target audience. I'm not necessarily just trying to get a video to go viral anymore. I'm trying to reach my audience, serve them in a way that makes them curious, DMs me or clicks the link in my bio. So, the fun stuff is fun and all that, but I created a second account on TikTok, which allows me to be more of that personality. Those videos are going viral too. And I'm not selling anything over there. And that gives me that creative outlet. So if somebody is in real estate, then like if you could probably do a search on TikTok right now too for real estate investors, real estate brokers, commercial, and you're going to see very successful people that have gotten a strategy of how they showcase properties or how they teach about investing. And these people start having like all these people that are curious and interested in what it is they have to sell. Like there's a young lady on TikTok, they call her Miss Excel, and all she teaches is about Excel spreadsheets. We know that's one of the boringest thing ever, but she is creating content in a way that talks to her target audience in a creative setting because TikTok is very much an entertainment-driven platform, the way Facebook and Instagram used to be, but you learn how to use these creative scenarios to actually get to your target customer, get them to opt in or purchase. And I think at one point in time, she was making $100,000 a day selling courses.
Craziness. All right, so a couple of questions here. I want to get these questions out the way. So are accredited people, meaning like people who make money, who have $1 million, like, or worth $1 million or make good money, are they on TikTok is kind of the first question I want to ask you.
Absolutely. Like, cause here's the deal. Like, let's say you two, have you guys ever watched videos on TikTok?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. But are you creating content on TikTok?
No.
Right. So every time I speak in a room, I usually will make the whole room stand up and say, if you're over 30, stand up. It's like normally like 99% of the room. And I say, how many of you guys are watching videos on TikTok? It's about 85% stay standing up. And I say, how many of you guys are actually creating? 3% stay standing.
Yeah.
Because everybody is consuming, and you're being fed content that you're interested in, and you're over 30, you just don't know how to create content. And so a lot of people that are in doing what you guys are doing, or the people you want to reach, they're consuming, they just don't know how to create yet. And that's the gold mine of what TikTok is, because everybody's still playing around with it, thinking it's just this fun, goofy thing. But people don't realize that Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, and all these platforms would not spend millions of dollars to imitate TikTok unless it was making TikTok lots and lots of money, and the other platforms are losing it. So like, it's just really important to go like, okay, there was a time when nobody was using Facebook or YouTube or whatever for business. They were just posting food or posting about their friends. But today we know it as a powerhouse for how we market. Same thing is happening with TikTok. People have just been sleeping on it for so long because they just know it as the goofy app that everybody was on during COVID.
So let's do this. I'd like to know. So I think, I'm one of those, like, let's imitate what's working, right? It's what I did early on LinkedIn. It's a lot what I do on YouTube. That's why we started this podcast. So like, maybe you can help. And guys, by the way, we do this. I know it's a podcast show if you're listening to this on podcast, but we also record this on video. And just for everyone listening, we have moved all of our content actually over to my personal YouTube channel. I'm going to do an episode on why we've done that. But everything now actually video wise can be found on YouTube under Ellis Hammond. So just search my personal name. I can't wait to tell you why we're doing that, but we are. So go to Ellis Hammond if you want to find this video on YouTube. But Kenya, so I'm here on TikTok, okay? And let's just say, so just so you understand a little bit more about our business model, for most people listening, this is not really agents. It's more like we are fund managers, right? We're buying real estate property. So we're always trying to either acquire deal leads or investor leads. And so if I wanted to create content that might maybe serve an audience of folks who are interested in investing and kind of know what is the type of content that's working, what do I go search? How do I go figure out what's working so I can imitate it? What do I search here?
So I don't know your keywords, but you had to figure out what are your keywords. So you have to determine like 1 or 2 words, not a bunch of them, but just like
multi-family investing. Like, would that be a keyword?
Yeah. And search that. And let's see what you come up with.
Okay. Guys, we're doing this live here. This is fun. Gotta like put a puzzle piece into something.
Yeah, more than likely you're gonna start seeing some content that is 100% for you. Click on the videos. And then some of them, you're not gonna be able to see it until you log in. Very interesting. Oh, of course they want you to be in the app.
Oh my gosh.
Man, TikTok, what is going on?
As I figure this out, what else can you tell us as I'm doing this? So walk us through this process as I try and get us on TikTok here.
Yeah. So the number one way to know what is working really well in your niche is you have to come onto the platform and you've got to do a search. Like I've had customers, like clients who are selling, jewelry or what have you. And I'll say, go to TikTok and then click search and then click on and type the word jewelry. And what you're going to find is like TikTok is immediately going to show you the most top performing pieces of content around jewelry. You'll see the most likes, the most views. And then once you find the content that actually resonates with you, then it's best for you to then go to that person's profile and you're going to see, oh, here is the content that's working really well for this person. And that's going to give you, once you click on their videos, you're going to see their SEO keywords as well that work really well. And then you can take some of those keywords and keep searching. That's like your number one easiest thing to do. Instead of you like testing random pieces of content, you just go look at what is actually working. So like if I'm looking for course creators, which is who I normally serve, I may search the word course creator and see what's some of the best performing content. And then I won't necessarily copy it to a T, but it does give me a framework. Like for me, I often will take the topic of videos. So I'll have like 50 different topics from other creators. And instead of me having to figure out what should I create about, I already know because it's there. But also a lot of times I'll have me and my clients, we'll go to those same creators' accounts, top performing videos, and we'll click on their comment section. And in their comment section, you can see what the audience is asking, right? Because that is clear indication of here's what they're saying, here's what they're asking, and here's solutions that you could have if you're creating videos around that and using keywords. So it's like that's kind of what you have to do there. And that's with short form video in general. It's all about like creating something that people are wanting or interested in that pulls them in and gives them a solution. And then you also become the solution to whatever it is, the challenge that they have or what they want to do.
I'm still over here working on trying to get logged in TikTok, but I think that I love that. That's to your point there. I mean, I love what you said. Like most people over 30, and this is a skill I think we gotta learn, is because this is like the age we live in, is content, is like especially video content. And I mean, it's why teenagers are dominating this platform right now, right? Is because, I mean, look at probably who's going to be one of the most wealthiest people in our generation is a guy by the name of Mr. Beast. He's 24 years old right now. He's on YouTube. He opened up a hamburger spot in a mall and 15,000 people showed up. like it's crazy, right? And it's because he knows how to create content. And so I think it's a skill that is so important. And so I'm not one to like, well, how do we figure out what works? I'm like, go look, go imitate. So I did figure out how to kind of get on TikTok here. So you're saying I would go look up kind of what's working from a multifamily, if that's what we're doing. And so, okay, here I am, multifamily investing. I'm finding top videos here. Kind of what am I looking for?
Yeah, so you see the guy on the right, all the way on the right, it says unexpected opportunities.
Yeah.
That video has 299,000 views on it. And if you clicked on that, that's going to show you, here's the topic he's talking about. And then you'll be able to see like, what did you like about the video, what you didn't like about the video, but also you can see in the comment section how people are engaging with that, like what they're really asking. Because I mean, you saw that he had like 300 different comments, on the video. That's a lot of comments on a video about multifamily investing, And so if you just looking at the way that other people are creating content, you can decide, oh, this is a content format that I really like. Like some people are talking heads, which is like me, how I just usually teach my content right in front of a video. Other people are doing podcasts and somebody's recording them. And so it's just, or some people like the other girl was showing you, she was doing, she was kind of showing you outside a building that I guess was for sale, you could invest in or what have you. But this, like all of this stuff really just kind of gives you an idea of what is working. And if these videos don't have 5 views on them, 4 views on them, they have hundreds and thousands of views on them, then this is telling you, hey, this is working really well, right? And then some of them, if you end up clicking on their profile, you see how many followers they have and like all the views on their content, you'll be like completely just like, oh, it's easier than it seems. Like when I think about TikTok, it's just another entertainment place. So we go to Netflix or whatever, and we are watching whatever we're watching on TV or what have you, right? But then the commercial comes on, right? And so we are the commercial on TikTok, right? And so we just have to learn, how do we create pieces of content that will attract people to what it is that we're trying to do in a way that they want to receive it. Doesn't mean you got to dance or got to be goofy, but it does mean you have to show up, be consistent, and serve your audience. Sometimes people come on TikTok and they're like, well, I want to blow up overnight. It don't work that way. Some people can blow up, but for the most part, it's about being consistent. And we, again, are the commercial. And the more that we're talking and teaching and serving an audience of people, you then become the go-to person. Like, I think his name is, what's that guy's name? I can't see his name right now. Alex something. I can't remember his name. Onyx Single. And he wanted to buy a piece of real estate in whatever state it was. He just so happened to be on TikTok and he saw somebody showcasing some real estate properties in that area, contacted that person showed him some stuff virtually, and he bought a piece of property from the person he found on TikTok. And that happens over and over and over again. And that's just purchasing. Who knows what happens from an investing standpoint, because it's not about like, oh, this person is guaranteed they're going to invest in me because they saw me on TikTok, but it starts the connection. It's like this free lead generating type of thing, because you're already creating content everywhere else. It's just that you're not placing content in a place that is like Super Bowl Sunday, which right now TikTok is Super Bowl Sunday.
So let me ask you, so can we just kind of do a little diagnosis here as like a case study?
That's what I was wanting to know with your profile here, Ellis.
Yeah, this is my way of like getting free consultation is having a podcast show.
Of course.
Right? So, this is to serve our audience, Keenya. This is what this is about.
It's all good. I can't find a husband, and you can't get some help. So it's all good.
Hey, let's just say it like it is. You know what I'm saying? Let's just state it like it is. I'm glad we can be honest here on this Christian show. So we don't really leverage TikTok. I have a TikTok, clearly here it is, but we typically just use the content we use for Instagram, which is our Instagram Reels, and we post it on TikTok. Mm-hmm. But to minimal effectiveness, as you can see, I mean, I got a couple less than 1,000 views on almost every video that we've done. So I guess I got a couple questions. One is like, is what you create for Instagram Reels not the same type of content that works on TikTok? And then my second question is of like, the list building is really attractive to me. Walk me through the steps of someone goes to my profile, likes a video, to landing on my email list, because that's ultimately where, I'd want to leverage this. So I got kind of 2-part question there. Like, why are my videos working? Because I get a lot more views on Instagram. And then 2, how do I get people to my email list?
For sure. So first things first is your bio needs some updating, right? Okay. It's important for you to tell people who you are, who you serve, how you serve them, and give them the call to action, right? Mm-hmm. So right now you're not telling people this is who I am, what we do, and how we can serve you, right? Yes, you have pastor to real estate, podcaster, YouTuber, but my bio says I teach female coaches and course creators how to generate leads without ads. Right? Yes, I love Jesus and but that's not in my bio. That is like, my bio is about the person I'm trying to attract. right? Not about the person that I am, right? And then I give the
wait, hold on. Did you hear that, guys? That was so good. Say that again. My bio is what?
My bio is about the person I'm trying to attract, not who I am.
Wow, that's a great line.
Wow.
Why don't
That's so good, guys. That's the difference right there of being a consumer versus a creator. Most people are consuming on social media profiles, and their social media profile is all about them, where creators, business owners, entrepreneurs are there to create, and their Instagram profile is about somebody else.
Correct.
That's crazy good advice right there.
Yep. So that's the first thing I would do. And then I would give the call to action to whatever the thing is there. Because like whatever that freebie you're trying to opt them into, you have to entice them to want to go there. And it's easier to do that if it's kind of like in your bio. So mine says TikTok tools below. Because I've said I help TikTok tools below. So then they're like, oh, so then they go to my bio and they'll go and get whatever the thing is.
She's live streaming our podcast right now live. What's up, TikTok?
I'm a content creator.
I've never been on TikTok.
So I help female coaches increase sales using TikTok without ads. TikTok tools below, and then you have your link.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
So this link here is where we have a 3-day challenge, but normally our link has like an opt-in to like our free tools, yada, yada, yada. But we're in a launch of our challenge. So it only links to our challenge right now.
Okay, cool. Got it. Great.
Yep. So it's all about that. So then when you come to my account, I'm teaching about business marketing. Though I'm doing those things, but it doesn't mean that every video is going to hit 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 or whatever. Cause like, it's just like cause the thing about TikTok is that it's not that like, as soon as you post it, boom, you've got an explosion. Typically what happens is that you're posting a video and within a week, you're going to see like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. And then within a couple of weeks, it starts to really take off. But a lot of people expect that initially is the takeoff, but most times it's later. So sometimes I'll see like my chat is just going crazy. And I'm like, which video is this? And I'll look and I'm like, oh, this video is like a month old. And that's okay because I posted it a month ago and it's still serving me in the way that I wanted to serve me. Right. But then you asked the question about Instagram Reels and all that. So for me, I understand TikTok wants you to create in TikTok. Instagram wants you to create in Instagram. That's what they all want. So a lot of times, if I have like lots of time on my hands, I'll batch create some content in TikTok and I'll batch create some content in Instagram. But a lot of times I will record things in my camera roll and then have my editor edit it. And then I'll repost it onto Instagram and use their features to like add sounds or text and then all that type of stuff. So that way I am using some of their in-app features. And that's what they want. But also one of my big things right now is TikTok is so heavy about you using live stream. And when you go live on TikTok, not only do your followers see it, anybody on the For You page can see it, and then it can go into the TikTok Live Center. And then typically what happens is that your live stream and the video on your page has some type of collision on the For You page, and it usually gives a video a boost. And so like, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, we gained like 4,000 followers in a week because I was using this strategy of great content and live stream, teaching my audience and serving, but also that content that was already posted is still serving people as well.
So I should be live right now on TikTok is what you're saying.
Yep.
Probably.
I missed out. So right now on your TikTok, so let me just click this live feature real quick. I just want to see what I see.
You're going to get blowback of the audio.
All right, let me mute. Go ahead, Cameron.
All right. Hey, Ellis, if you can hear me through TikTok, give me a thumbs up. Am I on TikTok right now? Am I going to?
They can't see y'all. They can only see me live right now. They can't see y'all.
Oh, come on. Share the love.
Cause I don't have like the footage to be able to do like a whole display with everybody right now.
Oh, we see you.
Yeah.
I can see you right there. That's awesome. So cool. Yeah. You're a genius. All right. I got a question for you. Okay. I saw one of your videos just now when Ellis was going over it. Okay. And the title said, I think, TikTok getting banned. So Ellis can resonate with me on this. I don't TikTok. I'm not a TikToker. Maybe I should be. But I'm a consumer of a lot of things like you were just inferring. And so anytime I turn on TV or news in the past few months, a lot of the headlines have been TikTok is an enemy software used to take down America and you better get off of it. And we can't let our politicians on TikTok. Like this is the main driver of your business. So like, how do you, I'm not asking to get political, but as a person who has had much success and leans on TikTok so heavily for a lot of what you're doing, which is awesome. Like, is that just for you? It's just a talking point and it's nothing more than that. How do you take that?
Yeah, so I'm not political at all. I'm definitely a independent. So I don't resonate with Republican or Democrat, and I don't watch a lot of TV news. So, but I know that with the media, headlines are everything. They are 100% everything. It's like hooks on Instagram, hooks on TikTok. It's just a headline, right? And so I just go whatever. But also I love Holy Spirit. He loves me, and so I was like, when Trump wanted TikTok to get banned, I said, "Is it going to get banned?" He said, "No." I said, "What you want me to do?" He said, "Focus." Okay. And so then when it came up again, I said, "Is it going to get banned?" He said, "No." He said, "Focus." I said, "Yes, sir." So I just focus, because I'm like, I know what I'm hearing, and no matter what the media is saying, it sells TV, it sells fear to people and all the type of stuff or whatever. But also USA and China are not friends. And so you should not be able to access TikTok on a government device the same way you can't access Facebook or Instagram on a government device. So it's like, that should be in place, right? Number two, if China is spying on us, there should be restrictions put onto the app the same way restrictions were put on to Facebook when they had their day in court. So TikTok is just having its day in court, and they should be, and so when I think about it as it pertains to like the video I created, that's just a headline, because the headline came out that the head of TikTok is going to meet with the Congress or whatever, March 23rd is a headline. And so I wanted to tell people, here's what they're going to be talking to them about. And it's a headline, and it's me as an expert informing my community. Here's what's happening, But it's also a hook to get people to come and watch the video because I'm a smart marketer, But I also tell people, I don't think it's going to get banned. I think it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G in terms of restrictions and all that. I never go political because I'm just not about that life at all. But I do think, like, from a business standpoint for us, TikTok is a way that we make money. I mean, I'm a marketer, so I have an email list. I've been building my business for years. So if TikTok went away, my business wouldn't go away. I would just focus on something else because I'm a business consultant who also teaches TikTok marketing. We just lead with TikTok because it's hot. So from my standpoint, I'm like, I'm good, but I'm talking to people that teach TikTok marketing, being like, hey, don't let this be your end all and be all, because it's not going to get banned, but it's going to change, and all things will change. And so you've got to have your business even when, the next thing comes out, The
other thing too that you're doing is, I mean, to your point, Cameron, like, I agree in the sense that, like, you should never be reliant on one platform for your business, but she's building a list. And I think that's the point of any of these platforms. None of them are going to be around forever. Facebook won't be, Instagram won't be, TikTok won't be. I mean, maybe they will be, but like, you look at TikTok, it is the new platform, and probably the next decade is going to be another one. And so you can't be so reliant on one, but what she's doing and teaching people to do, which I think is so right on, is to build what you do own, which is your list.
Yep.
And, it's why a lot of these teenage people are great at creating content, but like, they're not good business owners. And the problem with the business owners are not good content creators. So
correct.
If we can merge those things, that's why she's here. Hello guys, listen, is that I'm trying to bridge this gap for you of, like, I know many of you are good business owners or real estate investors, but you're not good content creators. You don't know how to build a list. And so, right, what we're learning from Keenya is, okay, how do we become good content creators and then match that with the business? Guys, this is how we can create a lot of wealth and money from social media, which is what a lot of influencers don't do, is they just, they don't merge those together. And so to just kind of, I think that's kind of even how I want to wrap up today, is realizing the power of these platforms, guys. Is, I know many of you listening probably don't want to be an influencer. You don't care, but you do want to grow your business, and you probably do want to grow your wealth, and you definitely want to grow your investor base. And so, as she says, the eyeballs and the attention are on these social media platforms, and it's ripe, and clearly some are going to reap from it. And so anyways, I'm really, really grateful to have this conversation. I've really enjoyed it. It was really fun to kind of just jump on all of these platforms. Guys, if you want to watch this, I highly recommend going to my YouTube channel and watching this episode, because we actually got on TikTok. We looked at Keenya's profile. And so go to Ellis Hammond on YouTube and check this out. Keenya, I know you said you have a challenge coming up. That sounds pretty cool. What is this challenge? How do people find out about it?
Yeah, so we do a 3-day challenge. It's going to be on February 20th, 21st, and 22nd. And basically what we do is for 3 straight days, I do 3 nights of teaching. So from 4 to 5 PST, 7 to 8 EST, I teach the basics up to advanced each night. And then I give them, okay, go and do this on TikTok. So I show them how to do it, and I give them accountability, and I give them the tools. And so we do that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And every single time that we do this, somebody has an explosion, which is how, like Mercedes, she made $20,000 in 7 days, because day 1 she did the work, and then the video did what it did, and then now she's made $1 million. So we're literally teaching people, especially if you're brand new and you're like, I don't even know what's going on. We go through the basics all the way to advanced.
That's great. And how do folks go to get that?
Yes. So it's on my website, which is KeenyaKelly.com/challenge. So KeenyaKelly.com/challenge.
Got it. I love that. Well, listen, I've enjoyed this. I'm so grateful that you're on here. And, here's the thing. I would typically ask people to go leave a review after this episode, but I went and looked, and no one has left a review in like the last 8 months since I've been saying this. And so I'm a little ticked, folks. I'm a little ticked that no one's left me a review since I said that. Okay. It means either you're not listening all the way through the show, or you just don't care about my feelings. So I'm putting you to the test today. Go leave a written review if you have not already, wherever you listen to this show. It would mean a ton for us. And if not, at least take a screenshot of this and post it on social media and tag us. Let us know you're listening to the show. I'm a little sensitive, so I need some warming up from that homework that I did myself. So anyways, guys, I'm grateful for you, Cameron. Thanks for being on the show, my man. Keenya, we're grateful to have you. Looking forward to meeting you down in San Diego sometime soon.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right, chat soon, guys. See you next week.
See ya.
Bye.